say. Okay, I have the high sign, so. Good afternoon and Happy New Year. My name is Louis Imhoff, Clerk of the Board for the Board of County Commissioners, and I would like to welcome you and thank you on behalf of the Passaic County Board of County Commissioners for attending this afternoon's 186th reorganization meeting being held today, January 4th, 2023 at 12 noon. Ladies and gentlemen, the notice requirement of the Open Public Meetings Law has been satisfied with respect to this meeting, specifying the time, date, and location, filed with the county clerk, posted in the administration building, and published in the Herald News and the Bergen Record on December 28, 2022, in accordance with the provisions of the law. I would also like to give greetings on behalf of County Commissioner Bartlett, who is traveling in India with his family and is unable to attend today, and wishes everyone a happy and healthy new year. I'm also pleased to introduce this afternoon's Master of Ceremonies, Matthew P. Jordan, Esquire, Administrator for the County of Passaic. Right. If we can stand, and Commissioner Duffy could lead us in the flag salute, please.
My pleasure. Please join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And if everyone could please continue to stand, and after the invocation, I would like a moment of silence to remember all the men and women who have died while serving in the United States Armed Forces, and all those who have died from COVID-19, especially the over 2,220 residents of the County of Passaic. O God, who provides for thy people by thy power and rules over them in love, be gracious enough to bless thy servants, our county commissioners in this county of Passaic, that thy people may dwell in peace and safety through our Lord. Amen. Amen. Thank you. Please be seated. I have the distinct honor of having Superior Court Judge Latoya J. Jenkins administer the oath of office to Nadej Allwaters, our new county counsel. She was appointed by the county commissioners at the last county commissioner last year. Please join everyone up at the podium. Thank you. Oh, you have a Bible? Perfect. Okay. Your family want to come up?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Good afternoon. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Nadej D. Allwaters,
Nadej D. Allwaters,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States and in this state,
and to the government established in the United States and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all of the duties as county council
perform all of the duties as county council
to the best of my abilities and understanding.
to the best of my ability and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge Jenkins.
Could I say a few words?
3 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. First, I'd like to thank God for this honor that has been bestowed upon me. So I thank God for that. I'd also like to thank our great chairman, the chairman of the Passaic County Democratic Party, Mr. John Curry. Please give him a hand. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I know without you, it wouldn't be possible. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Then I'd like to thank the County Board of County Commissioners. A hand of applause for them. This is the best board I've ever worked for. I thank you for appointing me to serve as your chief legal counsel. I am honored to be to serve the county in this position, and I'm looking forward to continue working for you and with you. I'm also looking forward to working with our new county administrator, Mr. Jordan, and as we continue to serve the resident of Passaic County. I'd like to thank Judge Jenkins for taking the time to facilitate the oath of office for me. Thank you, Judge. I'd like to thank my family, my husband and children, my pastors. This day and age, you need more than one pastor. And my friends who are all over the room, thank you for taking the time to be here. I really appreciate it. The people from the community that I don't even know, but who are here to support me, thank you. The department heads that I've worked with for nearly 5 years, I'm looking forward to continue our partnership. Thank you for coming. And of course, my staff, they're here. And my new deputy, Ms. Park. I thank my staff for their dedication, commitment, and support, and I know that we're going to do an awesome job together as a team. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming, and I am so proud and honored to be appointed and to be in this position. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nadej, and congratulations. At this time, we will have Judge Julian Neals, U.S. District Court Judge, swear in our new county administrator.
Assignment Judge Capicella, Commissioners. This is actually a point of privilege because I'm a former county administrator from Bergen County. I've been on the bench for 1.5 years, and I had the privilege of working with Matt on a number of things. So this is a very wise choice, and I congratulate you all.
Don't forget that.
A little bigger this time.
Now that's talent. Are you ready, sir? Please repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Matthew Jordan,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties as county administrator
all of the duties as county administrator
to the best of my abilities
to the best of my abilities
and understanding.
and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Great job. cards? No?
I just want to thank Judge Niels and everyone here, my family, my wife, my parents, my son, Chairman Curry, the commissioners, Nadej, Judge Capasella, everyone. Thank you for being here. Happy New Year.
Congratulations again.
And our former administrator, who's in the back room, Anthony DeNova. How could I forget it? Round of applause.
Congratulations, Matt, and look forward to working with you in your new position here at the county. So for a point of record, also, both the county commissioners, Terry Duffy and Pat Lepore, were sworn in earlier. So I need to read this for the record. For the record, as clerk of the board, I am received a certified oath of office from the county commissioners Duffy and Lepore for a three-year term beginning January 1st, 2023, and continue through December 31st, 2025.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Call for that roll.
We have assignment judge Ernest Capasella with here for the Superior Court, the Passaic Vicinage. So I'm going to turn it over to Judge Capasella to give us a state of the courts.
All right, thank you, Matt. I'm very appreciative of being here. You know, when I first became assignment judge, I think it might have been, I know it's the first time I ever addressed the commissioners on the state of the courts. You know, when you come down to the complex here, we've got the administration, but we also have the courts here. And we're all partners in this, and we all work together very closely. So this is the last time I will address the Board of Commissioners on the state of the courts in Passaic County. I will mandatorily retire on my 70th birthday on May 31st. Now, I don't look like 70, but I'm going to be 70. First thing I want to do is thank you all for what you have done to improve the courthouse facilities. You ensure that our citizens have their disputes decided in a fair and solemn professional atmosphere. Some of the things I just want to mention, because it had such an impact on us, the courts, and even the county, was some of the facility issues I'm going to talk about. You constructed this magnificent plaza in front of the courthouse, 71 Hamilton Street, the historic courthouse, where for years and years and years since it's been built, our court and county employees really enjoy the outdoor space. And I'll give credit to your new county administrator. He came up with the idea of Tuesdays in the park, where we had entertainment and food trucks and things like that. So it was really very, very nice. Renovation, restoration of the courthouse annex. Now, that's the building all the way down to the far end, for those of you who aren't aware of that. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful and richly historic building that for years housed our family court, our jury assembly room. The building sat vacant for several years. It now houses the grand jury, our municipal division, and probation child support unit. And if you just want to go see a really great restoration project, go take a walk through that building. Renovated the courthouse cafeteria. Those of us who've been around as long as I've been around, you know, it's like a roller coaster. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But the commissioners were sensitive enough to say, look, you know, we've got to renovate that cafeteria, put in new flooring, new furniture, counter space for laptop users, and most importantly, a vendor who provides a variety of quality foods. There's the historic courthouse. That's the dome building. Sometimes referred to as the dome building. This is our most historic and most beautiful area in our facility. When you're in the rotunda and you stand up and look, it's really breathtaking. Again, those of you who haven't been there, please go there and take a look. It takes you back in time to remind you of Passaic County's rich history. Beautiful ceremonial courtrooms on that floor too. Now, I hope you can voluntarily go and see that rather than be summoned there. But they're absolutely beautiful. You have to see it. So beautiful, in fact, that we get numerous requests from major movie producers and directors and TV shows, right? I think Queen Latifah was the last one that used that courtroom. So if you can go there and just take a look, it's really nice. And then you replace the carpeting and paint it everywhere in this place. There's not an inch in this place that the commissioners have not repainted and recarpeted. It's an ongoing process, and thankfully they recognize it. And of course, things that you don't see, like new roofs to make sure that there's no leaks. It's a big deal. And elevators that are very important, all being replaced. So there's certain dates I remember. My family birthdays, my anniversary date. And March 16th of 2020, when I closed the courthouse for what I thought would be 2 weeks, and it wound out to be 2 years. This had a devastating effect on the court's ability to process and decide cases. The virtual world gave us the ability to process and decide cases and attempt to minimize the damage. During COVID, when COVID started to the present, we conducted 150,000 cases via Zoom. And that's in the Superior Court. We conducted, and we can't forget, we're also part of the municipal court's also part of this whole thing. They conducted 109,000 virtual proceedings. So you could see that was a major help to us during this, and it continues to be, because a lot of the lawyers, the clients, they like it. They don't have to run down to a courthouse. They can appear on video, not for everything, but for many things. So let me give you some numbers. I won't bore you with statistics, but these are important. All right, so our total staffing model for judiciary employees here in Passaic County is 500, right? So when we're at full capacity, we have 500 staff people. We currently have approximately 61 vacancies we're trying to fill, but recruitment in the current market is challenging. It is a labor market with prospective employees wanting to dictate when, where, and how they work. Many of them want to work from home, and the operation just doesn't, permit that. We've had a total filings between July 21st and June 22nd. These are cases that were filed down here in this courthouse complex. In that 1 year, we had 33,374 cases filed in the Superior Court. We had the highest number of domestic violence filings for comparable counties being like Union County, Mercer County, Middlesex County. We have the highest number. We had 15,113 filed in our special civil part. And the reason I highlight that's the people's court. You've seen it on TV. That's the people's court. Small claims, landlord, tenant. That's where, a lot of pro se litigants go to have their disputes decided. And so we had 15,113 filed in the special civil part. So one of the things we look at in the judiciary is backlog. Like how long is it taking for a person's case to be heard? So our vicinage-wide backlog is 9,263 cases. It's a lot of cases. Our backlog is 3 times that of comparable vicinages, placing us just behind Essex County for the second highest backlog in the entire judiciary. The number of post-indictment cases is double that in the other vicinage, with the exception of Monmouth. Now, these are important because these are people who, are presumed innocent. They've been indicted. They might be in jail waiting trial. They may be outside trying to get their lives together, and they want to come to court. And so we have that issue. 68% of our backlog was in 2 high-volume dockets. One I just mentioned, the special civil. But the other one is very important too. It's called the non-dissolution docket. Child support, these are for folks who are not married. Child support, child custody, visitation, removal of child from the state. Those are in severe backlog, both of those dockets. Our landlord-tenant backlog is the highest in the state. We've got 4,335 cases. But I'm going to commend the county for the rental assistance program that they put together that helped us to resolve the most difficult cases where, the landlord was demanding a lot of money and the tenant didn't have any money, and we tried to to make peace as best we could. So that leads me to really one of the main points I want to hit home here. And that's the shortage of judges. You heard these horrendous numbers, and I think they're horrendous. I really do. This backlog problem is exacerbated by our judicial shortages over several years. Our full complement of judges is 25. We currently have 7 vacancies. When I retire, it will be 8, and Judge Brogan follows right behind me in September, making it 9. That's if we don't get replacements, that's 36% of the bench is vacant. You just can't operate that way. You can't. And that's why those numbers speak for themselves. The current shortage, when factoring in the duration of the judicial vacancy, translates into a loss of judicial productivity of a full-time judge for approximately 12 years. Based on the average of 743 cases disposed of by a judge in a given year, it amounts to 8,912 cases, right? So it's not just the vacancies, it's how long the vacancies have been here. It gets worse as time goes on. And so we just can't let that perpetuate and grow because it's going to have a disastrous effect on the courts. This shortage is also putting excessive pressure on our judges and staff to keep up with their dockets. Our Human Resources Department is seeing excessive absenteeism and requests for psychological help. Morale is suffering. There is a breaking point, and we're getting there sooner than later. Finally, I want to just thank the sheriff. I know he's not here, but for all he does for the courthouse, keeping us all safe. And finally, I want to thank the commissioners. My 40 years being associated with the courthouse, first as a law clerk, then as a trial lawyer and judge, I have never seen our county government more responsive to the needs of the courts than in my tenure as your assignment judge. For that, I will be forever grateful. Thank you.
Judge, thank you. It has been a wonderful partnership with you leading the helm as the assignment judge. I do want to thank you on behalf of the board and the county for your years of service. You will be sorely missed. Clerk, we have a roll call.
County Commissioners Bartlett. Best. Here. Duffy.
Here.
Gallo. Here. James. Lazara.
Here.
Lepore. Here. May I have a nominations for Director for the year 2023?
I will nominate my friend Pat Lepore as director.
And I gladly second that nomination.
Are there any other nominations?
And I move to close the process.
I second that.
Roll call. County Commissioners Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
Gallo.
Yes.
James. Lazare.
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
May I have a motion to vote upon the nomination for County Commissioner Director?
I'm making a motion as director. Yeah. For Pat Lepore to be director.
And I enthusiastically second that.
Roll call. County Commissioners Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
Gallo.
Yes.
James. Lazare.
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
Congratulations, Director Lepore.
A little anxious there.
No worries, Director. So, yes. May I have a nomination for Deputy Director for the year 2023?
Yes, it's my privilege to nominate Deputy Director, Commissioner John Bartlett.
Second that motion?
Are there any other nominations? I'm sorry, I should have done a roll call. County Commissioners Best,
Yes.
Duffy,
Yes.
Gallo,
Yes.
James, Lazare,
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
Okay, we already, I may have a motion to close the nominations.
Second that motion?
Roll call. County Commissioners Best,
Yes.
Duffy,
Yes.
Gallo,
Yes.
James, Lazare,
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
May I have a motion to vote upon the nomination for County Commissioner Deputy Director?
I'll make that motion to John Bartlett as the Deputy Director for the year 2023. Second that motion?
Roll call. County Commissioners Best,
Yes.
Duffy,
Yes.
Gallo,
Yes.
James, Lazare,
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
Congratulations, Deputy Director Bartlett.
We have our wonderful Passaic County Clerk, Daniel Ireland Imhoff, here to provide the oath of office to our new director.
Director, would you raise your right hand and repeat after me, please? I, Pasquale Pat Lepore, do solemnly swear
I, Pasquale Pat Laporte, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform
and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform
all of the duties as County Commissioner Director
all of the duties of County Commissioner Director
to the best of my abilities and understanding.
to the best of my abilities and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Okay, well, first of all, thank you all for coming. Happy New Year to each and every one of you, and a healthy New Year, which is most important. I want to start out by thanking our Democratic Chairman, John Curry, for without his support and his hard work, I wouldn't be sitting here. So thank you very much, Chairman. I want to thank my colleagues for giving me the opportunity and the honor of serving as their director. I have to tell you, I've been working for almost all of them for quite a number of years now, and I can say without any hesitation that this group of commissioners are here to address and the needs of the people that they serve and that elected them here. There are no egos. There's no nonsense. There's just dedication to everyone. So I want to thank them, each and every one of them, for their service. I want to thank our outgoing director, Bruce James, for the great job that he did in the year 2022. It was a difficult year, but you were up for the task. And thank you again, Commissioner. I want to congratulate Matt and Nadej, all right, my left. We'll be working this year together, and I can't think of two people that I would rather be working with in their capacities. I also want to thank our former administrator who is here. He snuck in the back door. That's why we didn't see you, Anthony. And thank you for your service. Much appreciated. As the director, there is quite a bit of responsibility that goes with it. But I appreciate the fact that I'm working with a great bunch of people. And I'm confident that we will continue the great work that this board has done for the past number of years, and we will continue working together to meet the needs of the people that put us here. So with that, I believe I'm taking over here. Okay.
And
Don't even
Director,
have to
through you,
move
if
my
we could
seat.
just recognize, we have Under Sheriff Quadrato here on behalf of Sheriff Burdnick.
Oh,
We have our,
yes.
yeah, we have our surrogate court judge, Zoila Casanova. Thank you. Robert Tracy, our trial court administrator. We talk about the partnership with the judiciary. Robert has been a big part of that. Thanks. I'm Vaughn McCoy, former business administrator, City of Patterson, amongst other things. Thank you, Vaughn.
Okay. At this time, I'd like to open for the public portion of the meeting, I'll take a motion. Moved by Commissioner James, second by Commissioner Duffy. Roll call?
County Commissioners Best,
Yes.
Duffy,
Yes.
Gallo,
Yes.
Lepore,
Yes,
Director Lepore. I'm sorry,
that'd be me.
did that wrong. I apologize. Yes. Lazara.
Yes.
County Commissioner Lazara
Yes.
and Director Lepore.
Yes. At this time, anyone from the public who wishes to address this board, please step forward, state your name and address. We have a time limit here of 3 minutes. There is an electronic light show that goes on there to let you know when the time is up. I need your name and address.
Forgot to mention Kenyatta Stewart, the Newark Corporation Counsel, who's with us.
You're good.
Good afternoon. Of course, name Kenyatta Stewart. To say I live in Patterson and North Helden. I can't say it out loud for legal reasons that we all should know about at least. First, I want to say, of course, Happy New Year to you all, and congratulations. Starting from my left, moving over. Terry Duffy. You and I have had some deep talks when it comes to to some of the stuff that in my professional life and in your professional life with your family. Of course, Matt Jordan, I remember you just became a prosecutor and now you're here, and I can say that looking forward to seeing the work that you can do. Director, as he starts to smile, of course, you guys are like a tandem. And, I will say that, congratulations for, you all sticking in there. I know that the last election cycle was pretty rough. More importantly, though, I will say that, we're here today as people to show you that we'll continue to be involved, right? We did things, knocking on doors and calling people and, fighting the fight for you. And I think it's important for us to continue to stay involved. Ms. Allwaters, congratulations. I can tell you that, I pray that your kids never forget that moment. I pray. I know my son, I usually show him the picture of my wife every once in a while just to let him know how important it is for someone like Judge Capicella, who swore my wife in, and of course to the chairman who gave her the opportunity, my son to understand that, I will say this, Nadej, a big part of the reason why these new faces are here is because we simply just said, you know what, there's going to be a young lady who's going to have an opportunity to make history, to be a Black woman, to hold the highest level of county official as far as legal capacity. Some of our friends from the legal department got involved, and I said, it's not fair for me to just say, oh, just lawyers just come in. So these folks over here to the left-hand side thought it was important to come because they wanted to see it too. They didn't think that we should walk away from the situation, but I'd appreciate the moment that, we all take for granted, right? Our day-to-day, we fight for things, we work hard, and then we just move on to the next thing. We thought it was important. And Chairman, I know I recognize that, it's hard work to do what you do. I want you to know that, it's unfair for us not to be engaged, and we'll be engaged. We'll be involved from here on out. I can't say that we'll be here at every meeting because some of these folks took off from work, and I appreciate all of you that are here. Well, we just want to say congratulations, and we also want to say that, we appreciate the work that you guys do on a day-to-day. We don't really come and say so, right? I might shake Duffy's hand somewhere. But on the flip side, though, and on a serious note, we think it's important for our voices and our communication to be better. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else from the public wishing to be heard?
Seeing no one at the podium, I move to close. Oh, sorry.
He didn't mean that. He didn't mean that. With God's name, good afternoon. I just wanted to say congratulations to all of you. And I thought the sheriff would be here because I don't know how many of you know that my older sister passed away last month. And we asked for an escort from the funeral home to Fairlawn. And I want to tell you that we so appreciate the escort that the county gave us, along with the city. So I just wanted to stop by and say thank you. So the next time that you see me, I might not be so thankful, but I'm thankful right now. Thank you all.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Dr. Joseph S. Fulmore Sr., and as history would have it, and certainly before I speak on history, to our chairman, yes, sir, continue the great job you're doing for what's happening here today. It is a written record of past event to judge the future. But also, I stand here to say congratulations to all of you again, and to a young man up here, if you don't mind me being biased a little, Theodore Best, with me in the 7th grade at public school number 6, and as a mentor to see him continue to grow. And I continue to look behind me and see so many of our students still here that are going to continue to grow to do great things. It makes my heart feel fine and warm, but even more so, as I stand before you as one of the only persons, I'm pretty sure there's maybe that's standing alive that's original from the Brown versus Board of Education, I am that little black boy. To see what just happened here and knowing what I experienced, it's a wonderful thing. And I'm going to single out you, Madam Attorney Allwaters, and I'm going to single out you, TJ Best, and then I'm going to single out all of you, because it takes a team to win the game. But in winning the game, let's make sure, as our Michael Dyson said in his book, Unequal, let's let that equal word have a substance and really mean something. Because as a kid, when I always looked at the Constitution and then Brown versus Board of Education, sometimes I questioned it. But I'll take this up with Brother John Curry later on. There's another piece to that. But I just want to say congratulations. God bless all of you. Let's have a great year. And remember, only we can make it happen.
Thank you.
Seeing no one at the podium,
Anyone else wishing to be heard?
you ready, Director?
Ready now.
Seeing no one at the podium, I move to close the public portion.
Second. Motion to close. Second, Best, roll call.
County Commissioners Best,
Yes.
Duffy,
Yes.
Gallo,
Yes.
James,
Yes.
Lazara,
Yes.
Director Lapore.
Yes. Next, we have the consent agenda. If there are any commissioners who have any questions regarding the consent agenda?
Yeah, Mr. Director, through you, I would like to separate items number 21 and 22 to be voted on separately.
Okay. Any other questions? Are there any late starters?
No, Director, there are no
Okay.
late
Okay. It's going to take me a while to go this way. Okay, I'll take a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
And that would be
Just for the record, Director, U1 through U20.
U1 through U20, correct. I have a motion, I have a second. Roll call?
County Commissioners Best,
Yes.
Duffy,
Yes.
Gallo,
Yes.
James,
Yes.
Lazara,
Yes.
Director Lapore.
Yes. Now I'll take a motion for U21 and U22.
Make that motion.
Second.
Motion made, I have a second. Roll call?
County Commissioners Best,
Abstain?
Duffy,
Yes.
Gallo,
Abstain.
James,
Yes.
Lazara,
Yes.
Director Lapore.
Yes. Right. Yeah, you want to handle it?
Now we're going to have the administration of the oath of allegiance to voting members of the following boards by the Honorable Judge Capicella. As you can see in item B. So if you're being sworn into one of these boards or were just appointed, please stand up.
James. Do solemnly swear.
solemnly swear.
I will support the Constitution of the United States.
Support the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
And that I will bear true faith and allegiance
True faith and allegiance
to the same,
to the same.
to the governments established
The government established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state.
under the authority of the people,
Authority of the people.
and that I will faithfully,
Faithfully,
partially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all of the duties
duties
as Commissioner of the Passaic County, well, as a member of the committee that you're with.
Remember the committees. Right, so whatever this.
And, to the best of my ability and understanding, so help me God.
Best of my ability. So help me God.
So on this oath, I almost swore you all into the Passaic County Insurance Commission. That was on.
It's a big commission now.
Thank you, Your Honor. Before we adjourn, I'll ask any of my colleagues if there's any comments they want to say at this time. Feel free.
I actually, Pat, you worked your tail off for this. And I'll tell you, directing you some days, I don't know how you did it and survived.
There's a couple of me running around.
Yeah, serious. I mean, 98 degrees and, going up hills and knocking on doors and going up steps and talking to people. You just never stopped. You never stopped. Terry, you too. So you guys worked for this. You deserve it. And Passaic County got two great commissioners back on the board. So I'm happy that you're here.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you.
Done it before, so you know what you're doing.
Thank you very much, sir. Anybody else?
I just want to wish everyone a happy new year, safe, and hard to believe it's 2023. Went quick. So all that, happy new year, be safe. Chairman, another term with me, huh? So thank you so much. And I want to compliment Matt and the teams. I'm sure they're going to do a great job. I'm sorry to see Tony leave, of course. Is that true? He'll be working at Duffy's behind the grill? I have an opening. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I'd just like to congratulate everyone who got appointed today. We miss there's a saying that Tony DeNova had big shoes to fill. But if you look at Matt's feet, they're pretty big. So he'll have no problem. But everybody, it's a joy to work with everyone here. I look forward to another great year, and it's going to be hard work. But I know when we pull together, we get it done. And thank you, Chairman, for everything that you've done. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Oh, no.
Big shoes.
Yes. So again, I want to congratulate Pat, who was my first director when I first came on. Yes, congratulations. Also want to congratulate both Nadej and Matt. You guys are no strangers to the work here in the Passaic County family, but in your new roles, we're expecting you to lead the county forward. Unlike everyone else, I'm not going to miss Tony DeNova at all. That's because I'm going to move in this basement. So, no, I'm also very encouraged by everyone from the community coming out today. I've been saying for the last 12 years that we need to hear more from the community. So I'm extremely excited, and I hope that this is not the only time that you guys come out. It is your responsibility to hold us accountable. Each and every time we come up here and we vote on something, it normally comes from the great recommendation of some outstanding county employees. So for everyone sitting over there who works for the county of Passaic, we thank you. You guys are the real champions. You do the heavy lifting. We just sit up here and take the vote. And hopefully that vote is favorable to the community. And that aspect has been missing in the past. So I'm very excited to see you guys out here. And I ask that you continue to hold us accountable. Thank you.
I'm honored to be here working with my colleagues, and I want to congratulate Terry and Pat Lepore, director. And I'm looking forward to working this whole year with them and enjoying it. And Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'll close out by saying that, first of all, I want to thank the voters of Passaic County for giving me the privilege of serving as their commissioner again, which I'm very, very proud of the fact that I am your commissioner. I also am honored to serve with all the employees, the department heads of this county. We're all part of an amazing team here, whether it's engineering, the county clerk, the surrogate, county council, the whole public works, our engineer. It's a. We'll just. Thank you. The road department, you guys do a great job. And I'm looking forward to a year of more accomplishments, more of getting things done, which is what we're about. One last thing before I bring out the committees. Democracy, you hear it so often in this past election. Judging by what's going on in Washington this past day or two, it's important to understand that democracy isn't easy. You have to work. You have to work for people who have your best interest in mind, so that you don't get some of that nonsense that's going on in Washington right now. And I want to thank everybody in the community who worked hard. Bruce talked about going up steps. Well, there were people with me when I went up the steps. There were people with me when we walked the streets in 95-degree heat. Our Senator Nellie Poe, Benji Wimberly, our Assemblyman, and our Assemblywoman Shavonda Sumter walked and sweat alongside Terry and I and the sheriff each and every day during the summer, especially when it was so hot. And these are people that are committed to good government, and I cannot thank them enough for the sacrifice and the work that they did. Chairman, once again, I want to thank you for putting that team, that campaign team together. I see Mike Cerrone in the back. Michael, thank you for all that you've done for the campaign. And let's not forget that we have to work every year to make sure that good people are elected, not only to this board, but to your municipal councils, your mayors, all your school boards, all the people that are entrusted with making things work right here in Passaic County. So thank you very much for all that you've done. And I'm going to close out before I ask for an adjournment for the committee assignments, Administration and Finance, Bruce James Chair, myself and Sandy Lazara. Health and Human Services, John Bartlett Chair, TJ Best and Bruce James. Public Works, myself, Terry Duffy and Sandy Lazara. Law and Public Safety, Terry Duffy Chair, TJ Best and Nicolino Gallo. Planning and Economic Development, Sandy Lazara Chair, John Bartlett and Bruce James. And the Budget Committee, myself as Chair, Bruce James and Sandy Lazara. With that, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made. Can we have a second? Roll call.
County Commissioners Best,
Yes.
Duffy,
Yes.
Gallo,
Yes.
James, Lazara,
Yes.
Director Lapore.
Yes, and before we leave, I just want to, I almost forgot, you always forget the people closest to you. Lou Imhoff, you do a phenomenal job as our clerk. Well, she's not here, so I'm going to.
She'll hear it.
No, I want to thank my wife and family. I'll see her later. Please don't tell her I said that. Oh, Lord, no. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Lou, for all that you've done. Yes, and at 5:30, Passaic County Tech this evening, we're going to have the ceremonial swearing in of everyone, and there will be refreshments provided by Passaic County Tech students. They do a phenomenal job. I can't wait to be there this afternoon. So we'll see you at 5:30. Thank you.
Louis, you want these back, right?
Did I have to pull my
address on that?
We'll put it on.